So if you've ever thought about joining a super vibrant, welcoming music community right from your own living room, well, this is everything you need to know.
This right here gets to the absolute heart of the whole thing. It's all about being inclusive. There is zero pressure. You can jump in and lead a set of tunes, you can just play along quietly on mute for yourself, or you can just kick back and listen. You get to participate exactly how you feel comfortable.
This little five-step flow is basically the secret sauce. This is how they solve that big online music problem. So here's how it works. Somebody signals they're ready to play. The host then puts the spotlight on them, muting everybody else. And that's the magic trick. You get to play along at home, but you only hear the person leading and your own instrument. It's perfect. Then when they're done, everyone gets unmuted for a second for some applause and a quick chat before the next person's up. It's a really elegant system.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This community didn't just try to copy and paste the pub experience onto Zoom. No way. They actually used the online format to invent brand new ways of playing music together. This whole structure has led to some really fun, really creative ideas that keep every single session feeling fresh and exciting.
You can really see this innovative spirit in formats like Celtic karaoke. That's where a live player will actually jam along with a recording, kind of creating this full band sound all by themselves. And then you've got these chain sets, which are amazing. It's like a musical relay race. They set it up in advance, and one player hands off the tune to the next, who hands it off to the next. They build this whole collaborative piece, one person at a time.
All right, let's get into the technical stuff for a second. Because if you're going to play, you want to sound good, right? So to really get the most out of it, you'll need to just tweak a couple of audio settings in Zoom. This way, your instrument comes through crystal clear, and Zoom doesn't mistake it for, like, your air conditioner.
So this right here is probably the #1 headache for musicians on Zoom. You know the feeling. You're playing a beautiful long note on your fiddle or your flute, and then, poof, it just vanishes. The reason is actually pretty simple. Zoom is built for talking, for the start and stop of human speech, not for the sustained notes of music.
The main culprit is a feature called background noise suppression. Now, it's trying to be helpful. It's designed to filter out the hum from your fan or your fridge, but the problem is, to Zoom's computer brain, a gorgeous long note on a fiddle sounds an awful lot like a humming fridge. So, all we have to do is tell Zoom, hey, back off a little bit.
So you've basically got two great options to get your audio sounding fantastic. Option 1 is original sound for musicians. This is the gold standard. It gives you the highest possible quality. Option 2, though, is the super simple, super effective fix for almost everybody else. You just dive into your audio settings, find background noise suppression, and change it from auto down to low. That's it. Problem solved. So, you've got the backstory, you understand the one mic system, and you've got your audio totally dialed in to sound amazing. You are ready to go. So let's cover the last little bit of info you need to actually jump in and join the fun.
The schedule is really straightforward. The session happens twice a month, always on a Thursday. On the first Thursday of the month, it's an evening session for folks in North America. And then on the third Thursday, it's an afternoon session, which works out perfectly for people to join in from Europe and other time zones. Just a few final quick tips to make your first time joining as smooth as possible. First, try to use your full name in Zoom. It just helps the host know who's who in the waiting room. You can also decide your mute permissions ahead of time if you want. And lastly, while the session is totally free for everyone to join, running it does cost money. So if you enjoy it, there are virtual tip jars to help the host offset those costs and keep this wonderful community going.
So really, the big takeaway here is so much bigger than just a Zoom call. The Ould virtual session is just this powerful, beautiful example of how a bit of creativity and some technical know-how can not only keep a cultural tradition alive, but help it grow into something totally new. It's a real global community, all connected by a shared love of music.